She spent the first years of her life trapped inside a tiny wire cage in a puppy mill in Moscow. Every day was exactly the same, giving birth to litter after litter with no freedom, no love, and barely enough food to survive. Her meals were usually nothing more than stale breadcrumbs mixed with cooking oil. She had never walked through grass, chased a leaf, or even seen what life looked like outside those metal bars.
If you're lucky, a dog will come into your life, steal your heart, and change everything.
When rescuers finally shut down the puppy mill, Yoda was taken to a shelter where she stayed for about 2 months before traveling to Finland. Around that same time, a woman searching for a rescue dog came across Yoda's photo online. There was just something in her eyes. She remembered. She reminded me of my previous dog, and I couldn't stop thinking about her.
Do you think I'm cute? Yes or no?
The moment Yoda arrived at her new home, something unexpected happened. Instead of hiding, she quietly stayed close to her new owner, following her from room to room, as if she had already decided, "You're my safe place." For the first time in her life, she finally felt protected. Outside, however, was another story. Every sound startled her. Cars, birds, strangers, even the wind made her nervous. During their first walks, she often froze in place. Her owner never pulled a leash or rushed her. She simply knelt beside her and whispered, "It's okay. We don't have to hurry. We'll figure this out together." Only a week later, Yoda was already beginning to explore. She was still shy, but curiosity slowly started replacing fear. Every walk became a little longer, every new smell became another small adventure, and every kind stranger helped her believe that not all humans wanted to hurt her.
Yoda, tule.
After just a few months, the transformation was incredible. If you met her today, her owner laughed. You'd never believe she came from a puppy mill. The frightened little breeding dog was slowly becoming a happy, playful companion who genuinely enjoyed life. One challenge took a little longer. In the beginning, Yoda was terrified of men. She lowered her head, avoided eye contact, and backed away whenever one came close. No one knew exactly what had happened during her years in the puppy mill, but it was obvious those memories still lived inside her. Instead of forcing her to interact, everyone respected her pace. Men sat quietly nearby, offered gentle voices instead of reaching for her, and waited for Yoda to decide when she was ready. Day after day, she realized nothing bad happened anymore. Eventually, the fear faded. Today, she greets men just as happily as everyone else. As Yoda grew more comfortable, her funny personality finally began to shine. She developed a habit that always makes people smile. Whenever she's excited, she'll open and close her mouth like she's trying to speak. Tiny little puffs of air come out, but no sound. It honestly looks like she's trying to have a conversation, her owner laughed. Her fluffy face melts hearts everywhere she goes. One afternoon, while her owner was carrying her, a little toddler stopped, stared at Yoda with wide eyes, pointed, and excitedly shouted, "Mommy, a teddy bear!" Everyone nearby burst into laughter because, honestly, the child wasn't wrong. Because she's so small, Yoda gets cold very easily. Her owner is always careful to keep her warm with soft sweaters, cozy blankets, and plenty of cuddles. They may seem like simple things, but they're comforts Yoda never experienced during those painful years inside the puppy mill. Even Yoda's exact age remains a mystery. When she was rescued, people estimated she was about 2 years old, but she could easily have been 4 or even 6. Today, she might be 7, maybe even 10. No one really knows. What everyone does know is that she still acts like a young dog who has fallen in love with life. One memory still makes her owner emotional. Yoda had never owned a toy before. After bringing her home, she bought a few stuffed animals just for her. Yoda carefully picked up each toy and quietly carried it underneath the bed instead of playing with it. At first, her owner wondered why. Then, she realized Yoda wasn't hiding the toys because she disliked them. She was protecting them. It was almost as if she thought, "These are mine. But what if someone takes them away?" Under the bed became her little treasure chest where all her precious belongings stayed safe. As time passed, Yoda slowly learned that this home was different. Nobody was going to steal her toys. Nobody was going to lock her inside a cage again. Little by little, she started leaving her toys around the house, finally believing they truly belonged to her.
Ainakin papi ja... En tiedä tuleekohan Sasha ja... Joo, mutta vasta 7.
The bond between Yoda and her owner became something neither of them could explain with words. "Whenever I'm having a bad day," her owner said softly, "she just stares at me like she's asking, 'Are you okay?' Sometimes she simply lays her head nearby without making a sound, and somehow that's enough to make everything feel a little lighter." "We understand each other without saying anything," her owner smiled. "She makes everything in my life feel softer. Anyone who holds Yoda says the same thing. Wow. She's so warm, not just because of her body, but because of the gentle, loving spirit she carries everywhere she goes." Yoda's story reminds us that love can't erase a painful past, but it can create a future that looks completely different. Somewhere tonight, another forgotten dog is still waiting behind shelter walls or inside a cage, hoping someone will notice the kindness hidden behind frightened eyes. If Yoda's journey touched your heart, sharing stories like hers may help one more animal find the second chance they've been waiting for. If Yoda's story made you pause for even a moment, then perhaps that's the greatest gift she has to offer. Somewhere in the world right now, countless dogs and cats have never experienced a warm hug, a full meal, or the comfort of a real home. They don't need perfect lives. They simply need someone patient enough to give them one more chance to trust again. Sometimes, a single act of kindness can become the beginning of an entirely new life. By sharing stories like Yoda's, leaving a kind comment, or simply helping raise awareness about rescued animals, you may inspire someone else to open their heart to an animal in need. You never know whose life could change because of one story. Perhaps Yoda's journey today will encourage another forgotten soul to find a loving family tomorrow, a place where they're finally cherished, protected, and loved the way they always deserved.